Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in to the Oracle Dragon. So I do pick a card readings on here once or twice a week. I invite you to join the community if you're new by subscribing to the channel and sharing your stories in the comment section down below when the readings resonate. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you guys so much for your support. I appreciate you. So today is no contact messages from your person. So your person, the one who's on your mind. What would they say to you if they had no fear, no filter? If you'd like to learn more about what I do on the channel, the description box has more information. If you'd like a private reading, which is always best to tune into your specific situation, check out the description box for that as well. So it's a general reading, can't resonate for everyone. As always, take what resonates, forget what doesn't. If it doesn't resonate, choose another group or check out the playlist linked down below. So because it is general, there is never any reason for anybody to get triggered or anything like that if you don't hear what you want to hear, remember? So just enjoy the readings for what they are, and hopefully this will resonate for you. So for group one, from the Romance Angels, we've got heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. That is for group one. For group two, we've got worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. And for group three, we've got love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So pause the video if you need more time. Timestamps are down below. I've also got random.org linked down below because it works off of quantum physics, which is essentially, very similar to how tarot card readings work as well. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We're going to get started with group one. Welcome, group one. I hope you guys are doing well. Thanks for tuning in. So we've got your Romance Angels card already here pre-shuffled, and then I was drawn to use the Island Time Wellness, which I don't normally use, or I haven't used in a while, so I wanted to use it here. So think about your person, your love interest, the one you came to the reading for. This is no contact messages from your person, so those who are in separation, you could be here for somebody from your past, an ex, or just somebody you're not in contact with. Low communication, no communication, okay? It's a general reading. So think about your person. What would this person say to group one if they had no fear, no filter, please? We've got palm tree. So stability, security, growth, endurance, flexibility. Endurance. So your person is talking to us about endurance. So it feels like maybe this has been going on for a long time. Maybe you guys really grew something in this connection, just like a tree takes a long time to grow. It could have been developing for a long time. If you've never been in a relationship with this person, maybe you've just known each other or liked each other for a long time. There's something about here about endurance, though. So this person could be like, yeah, maybe you guys are in no contact because it became something that you had to endure versus enjoy. So it's becoming like less enjoyable and more about endurance. Otherwise, it's talking about enduring. Maybe your person's saying to endure the connection or the no separation. We'll see what else comes out. Maybe they're enduring something with somebody else, or maybe you are. The card that come out for you from the Romance Angels is the heart-to-heart conversation. So this is a dynamic between the two of you. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So maybe you guys are recently no contact, okay? For some of you, you guys could have known each other, been in a relationship for a while, endured a lot together, or endured a lot in previous relationships, but have been in no contact fairly recently, like the separation or breakup could have happened fairly recently or still feels fresh to somebody. This can also indicate strongly that you guys, like the card says, will have a heart-to-heart conversation. Your person wants to talk to you, to honestly discuss feelings with each other. The main message here from Spirit is that you cannot control another person's reactions. So I don't know if your person was trying to control you or wants to, or vice versa, you want to do that to them. The strong message coming through is, endurance. You can't control another person. So if you're like, for example, a controlling person, then it probably feels hard for you to let go and let flow, and things happen for things to happen naturally, for the conversation to flow naturally, to just honestly discuss and open up with one another, or to receive another person and let them be and say what they want to be and say, and vice versa. I mean, that's just for example. Maybe your person's this way. Bottom line, this has to do with endurance and having a heart-to-heart conversation. So you can't control another person's reactions. So it's like, I mean, that wouldn't come out if it didn't apply. If it doesn't apply, feel free to choose another group. That's what I'm getting. Heart-to-heart conversations. You can't control another person's reactions. That's a dynamic between the two of you. So let's get some messages or some tarot cards. I've got a few different decks that I'm going to get from. Start off with my last Unicorn Tarot deck. So angels, spirits, and guides, show us their person, please. And then we'll get some messages, of course. And show me group one's person, please. We've got the Moon card. Vague. Your person is vague. That makes sense. We've got the Devil at the back of the deck. Are you dealing with a Pisces, or as some like to call this card, since it's Moon and astrologically, not tarot-wise, but astrologically, the Moon represents Cancer. You could be dealing with Cancer, and then the Devil at the back of the deck is Capricorn. So it could be you, could be them. We've got vague here. So your person is, being vague perhaps. So maybe they're being vague in order to try to control the situation, try to control the communication or the dialogue between the two of you. Try to keep you holding on perhaps. Yeah, trying to keep you holding on. Kind of trying to bewitch you or keep you under their spell. Do they feel that way about you? Maybe you're doing that. Some of you do that with your attractiveness or the physical connection you did in the past, or at least your person is saying that. Again, just take it how it resonates. I'm going to change my channel to the Blunt Reader channel. I just feel like sometimes I say so much more than other readers are willing to say, or they put it in a much nicer little nicey way than me, but I just can only say it the way that I can say it. I just saw Queen of Swords. So yeah, that's me. Not technically, but somehow I embody that. So I guess so. Yeah. My midheaven is air. Anyway, so for group one, we want to find out what actions, like let's hear about actions in this connection, whether it's from the client towards their person or vice versa, their person towards the client. Oh, we've got Two of Cups. So I'm getting slow moving action that does show a communication. I did feel like, and then we've got Seven of Pentacles, endurance at the back of the deck. Frustration for the length of time or the amount of effort that it's been to get to a point where you guys can communicate again, where you guys can reconcile even as friends or start over, since Two of Cups is early energy in a relationship, so an early stage where it feels like the honeymoon phase, but it can also represent starting off as friends again, friends with underlying romantic interest towards one another. Really being drawn to the pink in the cup here. So that's showing like, yeah, like an affection for one another. So you guys both feel very affectionate towards one another. Maybe it would need to start off as friends again, but there is this like love that's based in friendship, and also I think you guys both make each other feel better, feel good, and there's some healing that needs to be done too as well for this to grow into something more. I do see like one of you being more protective than the other, and one of you being more lighthearted about it. So like somebody here is being more protective of themselves, trying to like wield their power, perhaps unconsciously. Maybe this is your person, since this is the card representing your person. So if they're being protective of themselves and their energy, or if they're the ones that walked away from the situation, they were trying to protect themselves. But I think they've grown in wisdom since then. And but whatever they've done, it's to protect themselves. They're being vague. They're trying to protect themselves or control the narrative. It could be unconscious. They could not even realize they're doing this. And then we've got this other person. Apply it how it resonates. It could be, you, them. That is more like lighthearted about the situation. You just like following, like more focused on making something out of this connection. And let's get obstacles and challenges in this connection between group one and their person. Knight of Swords, okay. So maybe there's been a turn of fortune, like there needs to be a turn of good luck in this connection due to the Knight of Swords, like running away. Somebody ran away from this connection. So you could have, you guys could have had like, again with the heart-to-heart conversation, it's like somebody tries to control the narrative, somebody tries to control how somebody reacts, or the Knight of Swords, he is smart, but he is not wise. So, and it's also a card of communication. So it's like somebody communicating in such a way that has not been productive. And it could have been arguments, sharp words exchange, could have been your person who did this. But an obstacle in this connection is that this person, runs away, okay? Or they have run away from this connection. And like they have this tendency to be like that Knight of Swords, which is so like fast talking, you know, colder energy, kind of the energy that I feel like I'm embodying today with this particular group. So it's making sense to me. You could be dealing with an Aquarius. I just get fast. You could deal with a fire sign as well. Like, so this communication could actually be coming in fast. So it's like some of you are, I mean, this is a no contact reading, so obviously you aren't in communication. So those of you who want to be in communication, you could be taking it as a good thing that this person wants to come in fast and have a conversation with you. The trouble is that if they don't do it right, or if you don't do it right, then it comes across like harsh or more sharp worded than it needs to be, more direct than it needs to be, like it's hasty, it's not done right, things are said incorrectly when it should be. Not about controlling the conversation or just like trying to control the outcome or your reactions or vice versa. It should be about a dialogue where you guys are both expressing yourselves to be understood versus just to be heard, if that makes sense. So yeah, so an obstacle is somebody's communication style, likely your person, but it doesn't have to be. Could be you, but it's probably your person. I don't know, maybe it's both of you. Maybe you guys are great communicators in every other aspect and with other people. But when it comes to each other, even though the feelings are there, there's something that falls short. There needs to be a change in your communication style. It needs to be more positive. Okay, so let's get into the messages. And there will be extendeds for each of these over on Gumroad. So links for those down below. And thanks to those of you who regularly support the channel through going to the extendeds and getting personal private readings from me. If you'd like one of those contact information is down below. So for group 1, Spirit. Oh, no, I'm already flipped over. I'm trying to manifest you into my life. Yeah, kind of like witchy vibes there. Trying to manifest you. And again, it doesn't even have to be consciously. Maybe their higher self is aware that they're doing this and their lower self isn't. But maybe they're damn well aware that they're definitely trying to manifest you, wishing and hoping and praying or doing something else to try to manifest you. This one fell out as well. I want you to try and understand me. Isn't that what I was just saying? Thanks for the validation, Spirit, that the communication needs to be. So for your person to say that in their estimation or opinion, that it's you who are the one that listens to respond versus listens to understand, in their opinion, okay? If it's vice versa, flip it, but I'm going to read it the way I'm getting it. So if it doesn't resonate, don't take it. But they're saying that they want you to try and understand them. Try and understand them. Don't try to control their reactions, you know, stuff like that. Just try and understand them. We've got, I admire how strong and independent you are. So they're saying they admire you and how strong and independent you are. Underneath that, we've got, I think about you daily. So we've got several different cards coming out for you guys. And yeah, when the cards come out, there's a reason for that. If you're a spiritual person, you probably already know that is not just gravity alone is the reason why a card falls out. I actually had a comment from somebody from like a past video that I barely got around to seeing. You know, basically the cards, I was shuffling them and a card flew out and they're like, oh, you did that. Yes, I have 3 arms and two of my hands are shuffling and the other hand is plucking a card selectively off camera and throwing it on there just to magically fool you or something. Shut up. Get off my channel. Don't have your trust issues. Don't bring it here. Yeah, I'm just going to put that out there. You guys know that I tell it like that. Keep it real because that's disrespectful. So, cards that come out are meant to come out, okay? That's the point of that little rant. And so take it if it resonates, don't if it doesn't. It's been said ad nauseum. So with this being said, we're going to get into the, I know you guys, some of you guys just like love the little dragon side of me. Others of you are probably intimidated or annoyed, but that's okay. Because you're going to always get the truth from me here. And there are plenty of others who would not put it as directly. And that's fine too. Messages of love cards. So your person, I feel like your person, shoot. I don't have a lot of air in my chart, but I feel like my air midheaven is being activated. So some of you are dealing with an air sign who is just all about like, I'm just going to tell you how it is. This is justice. Then I just keep it real regardless of who you are and you just deal with it or don't, but I know that I'm right. Very Knight of Swords energy coming through. So I'm just going to blame your person for my directness. All right. We've got healing. Oh, this one came out too. We've got apology. Okay. So this person is saying that you can expect to hear the apology you want to hear. So you can expect the apology you want to hear. So if this person owes you an apology, you can expect that, they're saying. Yep, you can expect that apology. Wonder what that apology needs to be for or is about. If that resonates, you'll probably know what that's about. They want you to try to understand them, but they're ready to like do battle with you. The feelings are there between the two of you. That's pretty obvious. They want you back, or they want to have a conversation at the very least and to start off as friends again, but they're prepared to do battle just in case. Okay, we've got a few different ones. Saying the words "I love you" is very uncomfortable for me, but my actions should tell you everything. So this person is like saying that, you know, actions speak louder than words. With the Two of Cups, I'm inclined to say that for a lot of you, this person actually does love you or have very strong romantic feelings for you. But if they didn't say it, it's uncomfortable, so they feel like like their actions or however they behaved towards you in the past should have been enough to tell you how they feel about you. This one also fell out. I have a certain type I'm looking for, and I'm not sure you're it. So maybe that's the problem, especially since that's coming out on top of the Knight of Swords. So like the Knight of Swords, just like all the Knights, is an in and out energy. Somebody that just comes into your life and rides back out just as quickly and just keeps coming back and forth, like that kind of an energy. So that card's coming out on top of that. So for those of you that this person is the one that ran away, this person ghosted or left, it's saying because they weren't sure that you were the right type of person for them. And they felt like their energy, like the way they are, that their actions are where you need to look to understand them. Because obviously they're not a great communicator. If they're, Knight of Swords can be a good communicator, but I'm feeling like it's more of the shadow energy of the Knight of Swords. So, and like I said before, you guys could be a great communicator in other respects with other people, but not particularly in this connection if this is your reading. There's been a failure of proper, like, effective communication. God, I don't want to cause any more drama, so I'm going to walk away for now. So this is another one saying like, yeah, this person just didn't want to cause any more drama. So that tells me there was some drama. There was perhaps some arguments or something like that. Or this person was getting their head over you, because this one turned over as well. If I worry about you too much, it's because I really care about you. Sometimes I drive myself crazy thinking about you. So it's like this person was a bit obsessed with you, thinking about this connection, maybe thinking self-sabotaging thoughts, worrying. They worried about this connection, whether that's because of outside interference of things that others were saying, or it was just all coming from their own ego. They were worried about this connection, and they still are. We've got, you're so cute, I find myself getting shy around you. Oh, and what you did for me was very sweet. So yeah, when it comes to talking to you from their heart space, they get shy. And again, they don't have to be a shy person or anything like that. It just, the way that the two of you guys communicate, there's some sort of failure in effective communication. It's not because the feelings aren't there, because the feelings are there. This person's admitting that they get shy when it comes to communicating with you in particular. Some of you did do something for this person though that they find sweet, okay? Maybe they didn't find it sweet at first, but now they've had time to reflect, they do find something that you did, some gesture that you made sweet. Maybe it could have even been something that you said. And so when they think about that. All right, group one. This one turned over. What is this? It's not supposed to be upright. What else would group one's person say to them if they had no fear, no filter? We're not taking 40 cards, thank you. Oh, I'll take these two. I have so many things on my mind, even though you might be the best to understand, I can't go to you, okay? Yeah, this goes along with that Nine of Swords energy I was talking about. This person was worried or is worried about you, thinks about you a lot, wasn't sure, blah, blah, blah. Sorry, guys, but that's basically the energy. I have so many things on my mind. Even though you might be the best to understand, I can't go to you. Okay, so failure in communication, like I was saying, they feel like they can't go to you. They have a lot of things they'd like to talk to you about, but because they're shy emotionally, or that your guys' communication hasn't been the greatest, or you just maybe simply because you're in separation, they feel they can't go to you, but they want to. This is the romance of a lifetime I have been waiting for. So if you wanted to know what this person would like to tell you with that Two of Cups, is that this is the romance of a lifetime. You're the one they've been waiting for. Okay, and it's just complicated, evidently. So let's go on to some different ones here. And if the reading is resonating, please let me know by commenting. I'd love to read your comment, and liking and subscribing. A lot of people who watch do not subscribe, but yet they continue to watch. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button, because it does support the channel and keep it going, and it is free. So for group 1, we've got, if loving you was a job, I'd be the most dedicated candidate. I'd work for free. So this person's saying, yeah, there's love here. There is love here. We keep getting that. So there's love here for the majority of you watching. If loving you was a job, I'd be the most dedicated candidate. So it's like, yeah, they do worry about you a lot. They think about you a lot. That's because they have love for you, okay? Your eyes see right through me, and it scares the hell out of me. I can't breathe without you. So if you think that this person is just happy-go-lucky in their little world without you, no, they miss you. They feel stifled without you. They can't, the fullness of life is missing from them because of not having you. But also there's this issue of you being able to see right through them. This person likes to be vague. You know, maybe you have some air placements too, and you can really see through people. You're very sharp-minded or something. There's some way that this person doesn't feel like they can hide from you as much. You're my weakness. I'd do anything for you. So you are this person's weakness, and maybe this is somebody that just likes to be strong, right? I know you're my soulmate. Meeting you was written in the stars. Again, this knowledge from your person that that this is the romance of a lifetime, that you are special to them, that you're a soulmate. I'm jealous of every single person who's closer to you than I am. Maybe this person's the jealous type, and you were closer to other people than you have been to them or something, or that was their fear. So this is not the behavior of somebody that doesn't care, basically. This is not, you know, however they might have behaved in the past towards you. And it looks like there was some misbehaving, you know, going on here, and miscommunication. It's not because this person does not care. You are this person's weakness. They have their issues. The meeting. This person's wanting to, I think this person thinks about when you guys met and healing. But they want to get together, have that heart-to-heart conversation in order to heal the connection. Obsessed. Some of them really are obsessed with you. Again, this is not the action of somebody who does not care. I just feel like I have to keep saying that for some reason. Some of you really think this person does not care about you, and that's not true. I mean, follow your own intuition, get a private reading, but I'm really picking up that there are some people watching who really think this person does not give a shit, does not care, and that's not true at all. All right. What else would this person say to group 1 if they had no fear, no filter, please? I don't know how much longer I can do this. I think this is this person saying he doesn't know how much longer they can be in no contact. I'm losing hope. Okay, cards, go back. You consume my thoughts. Coming out on top of obsession, so really wanting to drive that point home, that you consume this person's thoughts, that they are obsessed with you, they care, they feel like they worry about you too much, actually worry about you and your well-being, not just about, you know, how you relate to them, but just like how you're doing and everything like that. They care so much about you. They're losing hope that you guys can heal the connection. They really want to get together and meet up with you. They don't know how much longer they cannot do that. you and I were too young. So basically, whether it was age related or otherwise, this person felt like you guys were not ready. And you were the best thing in my life. So maybe they didn't know that then, but they know that now. Okay, let me do these. You inspire me, and I got spooked. So like feels kind of like a case of where, I mean, you just breathed new life into this connection. You inspired this person maybe after a period of they have, you know, like have lost hope, or somebody that is prone to worry, you know, somebody that is not a very hopeful person or has lost like faith in humanity or faith in love. And then you came in and breathed new life into them in that area, and it spooked them. Okay. And we'll just stop with the romantic fairy deck. And then take it to the extended. We've got manifesting the one. Very soon your true love will arrive. So this person's saying they're manifesting you. That very soon they're going to come back into your life. Very soon they expect their manifestations to pay off, where you guys are going to meet up and get together. We've got healing connection at the back of the deck. They really want to heal this connection with you guys. Yep, it was at the back of the deck and then I shuffled it. All right, there you go, skeptics. I called it and then you just saw me shuffle it and it flew out. I have no patience for skeptics today. And tease, the energy is fun and lighthearted but uncertain. So it's like, yeah, it could start off, like I said, as friendship or something along those lines. I think that maybe this connection started off as being kind of like a teasing, lighthearted, casual sort of thing. And then it was an unexpected connection where it was like this person figured out that, you know, wow, this could be the one. In many cases, this person has already decided that you are the one, and they're trying to manifest you back in their life to heal the connection because of that. Like, they know now, okay? So over in the extended, what we're going to do is a relationship spread on this connection. So we're going to look at you guys' past, present, future, your energies towards one another, meaning thoughts and feelings, as well as the future and the outcome, which is the big message from Spirit on what Spirit wants you to know about the connection. I'm going to also get you cards from the manifestation deck in case you want to manifest this person yourself, and some more messages, just a few more messages, as well as advice. So the link for that will be down below. Otherwise, thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate you bearing with me through the reading. I'm going to, if it didn't resonate, feel free to choose another group or check out the playlist down below for another reading. Remember, it is a general reading. I keep saying that. So yeah, just take what resonates, forget what doesn't, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Welcome, group 2. All right, so we've got your romance angels already pre-shuffled, so let's look at that. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So what is the dynamic between the two of you, your person, the one that came to the reading for, that you're in contact with? The Spirit is saying it is that it's worth waiting for. You guys both feel like it's worth waiting for. This is your combined energy, okay? So the dynamic is worth waiting for, and that divine timing is at work in your love life. So love is worth waiting for. This is a lesson that perhaps you are both learning. And I'm also getting, like, the main message here is that it is everything. So what is divine timing? It's everything in this connection. Like, it's the pace that this is going at, it's meant to be. It's happening for a reason, okay? Something about enlightenment. A lot of people who are spiritual watch channels like this, so it has to do with that for some of you. Some of you, it's about teaching you how to be more creative, more optimistic, and how to maintain enthusiasm even when you're not getting, you know, what you want. It's about delayed gratification and learning the value of something. Wow. So essentially, healing and growing is the reason for the divine timing. And I just keep getting that it is everything. So I wonder what that's about. It's everything. So I'm going to get a card from Island Time Wellness for you, group 2, before we get into the tarot and the messages. So think about your person, the one on your mind, the one that you came to the reading for. This person had no fear and no filter. What would they say to group 2? We've got friend-zoned, okay? So maybe this is somebody who friend-zoned you. Maybe you friend-zoned them. What's the main message here? Okay, yeah. We're getting not relationship material. So the connection, you know, you guys are in no contact for a reason. What Spirit is saying at this point of the reading is that it was because this relationship was not relationship material. So, you know, the timing wasn't right, evidently. So let's get some more messages here. I'm getting the instability in the connection. I'm really drawn to the fact that this looks kind of like a top. Like a spinning top, a kid's toy. And you know how tops, you have to spin them and like, but they're not steady. So as long as it's going really fast and it's not like, you know, slowing down to be in the present moment, and as long as people aren't like taking it too seriously or asking too many questions, then it can keep moving. But it's essentially not stable. It needs to be acted on by an outside energy, an outside force to maintain its balance. And it's like the outside force in this case is divine timing, because it wasn't relationship material. But I can see that this connection has put its stamp on your heart, on your person's heart. I feel like, you know, they haven't forgotten about you, that this has made an impression on them as well. Okay, let's get your first card. I'm going to use the last unicorn deck to start, and then a couple other decks. So for group 2, let's see group 2's person, please. Group 2's person. Too many, dude. Too many. Group 2's person, please. The person could be an earth sign. That was earth sign. Pentacles. Yeah, Pentacles really wanted to come out. We've got 5 of Pentacles. Okay. So your person could be experiencing an emotional loss, a financial loss, or both. They could be feeling, I'm hearing devastated for some reason over this connection, or there's some other life area. I'm getting your person is a romantic person, like quite a mesmerizing individual actually. So it's interesting that they're coming out in this like scarcity energy. Let's see what else comes out. What are the actions this person is taking or has taken that's relevant to the reading? Actions in this connection. We've got 10 of Cups. Wow. Okay. And I'm just going to get all the cards first, you guys, because that's what I'm drawn to do. Bear with me. I like to shuffle off camera sometimes so you guys don't have to wait, but then paranoid schizophrenics get on my channel and accuse me of cherry picking or something. Just hilarious. But yeah, just 1 second. What are the obstacles in this connection between group 2 and their person, please? Well, we've got Judgment. Okay. So this person is wanting a second chance. We've already got that here. They either friend-zoned you or allowed you to friend-zone them because the timing was not right. It could be the universe like set it up to where there was no other option but for you guys to end the connection because it wasn't relationship material at the time. I'm feeling like this 5 of Pentacles is sort of past energy for a lot of you. It could be your past energy, both of you, but I feel like this is your person. It's signifying them and their turbulent emotions that they're experiencing. They're worried about the length of time that this has taken for you guys to get together, to come back together, to restore communication. It feels like it's been a long time for some of you. It could even have been years since you last spoke. But even if it was not that long, it feels like a long time. She's got a weird expression on her face. I'm really drawn to the clock in the background. So it's telling me that this person is, I mean, it's just because time has passed, it doesn't mean that they don't feel this connection. They still feel its power. If anything, it could even have like increased in importance to this person. The good news is that the card worth waiting for, when I talk about teaching you guys lessons about enlightenment or about delayed gratification, that lesson's definitely being learned by your person. But it's like they feel like they've already learned that lesson, so why are they still having to why are they still having to wait, is kind of how they're feeling. So this person is more or less, you know, they don't have the stability in their life that they would like. And intuitively they feel like their stability lies in love, in a union, in a partnership, okay, with this Ten of Cups. Their stability lies in the ability to have, you know, like family contentment, whether that's technically a family or just having like a relationship with somebody and friendships and things like that. A home where it feels like a family sort of environment where they can feel totally loved and supported. So this person's feeling like they're missing that. They don't have that, right? They want to take actions towards that. It could be that the source of their happiness does lie like in their children or friends and family or friends that act like family. Also, though, I'm getting like they are, some of them are like finishing another relationship, and that's why they're feeling left out in the cold. Some of them could be breaking up or getting divorced where it's costing them money, but they do have people around them that love them and care about them. So they are sort of being eased out of this cycle and getting ready to start a new cycle, right? They want an emotional new beginning, but even if there is nobody else, and if it's vice versa, flip-flop, it could be you too, right? If they know about your situation and that applies. But regardless of scenario, there is this beginning of this deciding, or this like desire rather, for an emotional new beginning in their life, because what they have currently is not satisfying them. They're actually quite let down. So they really want to come full circle and feel good again, feel loved and supported. But the obstacles are this divine timing, right? Some external force is at play in this connection. So they're having to be patient. You're having to be patient. There are some extreme circumstances in some cases that need to come into balance. This person does want a union and a partnership. Again, some of you, you know, you could be involved with someone else. They could be involved with someone else. And that needs to end first before this can come together. Before you guys can take each other out of the friend zone. If you're in the friend zone, then this needs to, like, the judge needs to call bullshit on any previous relationships or relationships that have outgrown their usefulness in order to have a reconciliation or a new emotional beginning in their lives. For there to be a new emotional beginning between the two of you, a judgment call needs to be made. Okay? So, I wonder if this person is getting their clarification. It's like the obstacle is the obstacle just waiting. Yeah, the obstacle is just waiting for, I mean, at any moment now, this person could be calling you up, or they could be receiving a hint or a sign from the universe that divine timing is over and now you guys can have an emotional new beginning, or at least start off as friends again. There is this energy of the wait is almost over. It's about taking a step back from what one currently experiences or has experienced as happiness in the past that's no longer working for one, and then instead putting themselves first in order to achieve like a more stable union and partnership. So let's see what messages come out. Okay, cards, you want to shuffle? Be helpful. There we go. What would this person say to group 2 if they had no fear, no filter? Maybe I should just give up. I want to fulfill all your desires, and I don't want to admit I am wrong. Okay? Back of the deck, there's someone else I have to deal with first. Many of you, this is a third-party situation where this person has to deal with someone or something else first, okay? And it's like until that is dealt with and until this person, especially if they're like a serial monogamist or something, one needs to learn to be happy on their own before they can truly give something more to the connection. I feel like this is the type of person that they're very romantic, they're very attractive, and so they don't stay alone for long, or they haven't in the past, and like they find that this isn't really working for them. Like they have experienced good, many good feelings and feeling love and support and stuff like that. They have experienced positivity in relationship or family like setting, but it is leaving them feeling like there is something missing. They've gotten clarity that what they're doing isn't really in alignment with their true life purpose, even though it has been good in many respects. Their true life purpose does involve some wish coming true and having more material abundance and more and better health, healthier relationships, okay? And leaving a legacy, leaving something behind, right? Maybe they're getting older now and they're starting to think about what they want to leave behind, what they want their legacy to be. And it has to do with you. They do feel like they should give up. That's that Five of Pentacles energy. They do want to fulfill your desires. They know that it has something to do with fulfilling your wishes about stability and growing old together in many respects, and just having a stable, fulfilling relationship. But they don't want to admit they're wrong, so maybe they're afraid of your judgment as well. Or maybe you have judged them, they know that. Maybe you have judged them as being too materialistic or self-involved, self-important, smug, something like that, selfish. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. But there's that energy too. Bottom line, they don't want to admit they're wrong. Maybe they just judge themselves and feel that way about themselves, and they just don't want to admit that to you or to anyone else, including themselves, that they were wrong, that they shouldn't behave certain ways, or they shouldn't have, okay? For some of you, the thing they were wrong about is choosing somebody else over you. But just take it how it resonates. If that's not your scenario, then don't take it. If this isn't your reading, choose another reading, another group. Check out the playlists down below. But for those this resonates with, we're going to keep going. So what other messages does group 2's person have? Boom, exactly. Second chance. This relationship deserves a second chance. I can feel the skeptics in my audience having cognitive dissonance. Like, what? How did she do that? She must be an octopus. She selected that card on purpose. Yeah, it fell out. You saw it. So second chance, and that's what I said with the Judgment card. Second chance, another beginning. This relationship deserves a second chance. This person wants it to have another second chance, regardless of, who did what. You guys are out in the cold from each other's lives. This person wants it to have another second chance, like another chance, a second chance, okay? So let's get my little small colored cards here. And if this is resonating, please let me know in the comment section down below, and hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. That does support the channel. I appreciate you guys, okay? Appreciate you guys. So for group 2, if the person had no fear, no filter, what else would they say? Maybe. Maybe what? So they were on the fence with you. Or about you, right? I'm planning a little surprise for you that you are going to love, but it's a secret. Okay, so they're being a little vague or ambiguous because they don't want to tell you like everything, right? Because they're planning a little surprise for you. If I'm stern with you, it's only because it's my duty to protect us both. To protect us both from harm. So if this person has been stern with you, they're just trying to protect themselves, and they're saying they're trying to protect you as well. There are some extenuating circumstances, some factors that need to be in balance. There's a reason why divine timing is at play here. This person is in tune with the divine timing because that's the Emperor energy. This could be divine masculine or divine feminine, a divine counterpart. So divine energy is at play in this connection regardless of labels. So that's telling me that your person is in tune with that enough to know that if they have been sort of rigid with you, it's because they are in tune that the timing has not been right. If they have a way of doing things that you don't understand, if they've been wishy-washy, it's because the timing has not been right, okay? There are other lessons that you guys have been meant to learn. There are other things, or in this person's case, for a lot of you, another person or situation they had to deal with first. I imagine you have many love options, and I'm not sure I can outperform them to win your favor. So some doubt, some insecurity, you know, from your person. Worried that, you know, maybe they're not good enough for you. Maybe you're the one that has a lot of love options. And so this person didn't want to put all their eggs in one basket, or they didn't think that you would take them seriously. Like there's some sort of jealousy or concern, thinking that you have a lot of love options, whether you do or you don't. And this contributed to the ending or the no contact. Okay. Sorry guys, we keep losing the music for some reason. Just a second. It's either too loud or not loud enough. Okay. Yeah. I am so afraid you will leave me in the end. So this person feeling afraid that you would leave them in the end. So it's this matter of wanting to get you before you got them, or leave you before you left them. I'm so in love with you, but this relationship is impossible and I lack the courage to continue. So it wasn't like this person didn't love you. We've got 9 of Cups, we've got 10 of Cups. Maybe they didn't know it at the time. Maybe they did. I have self-esteem issues that came out as well. Sorry if that interferes with my actions. Yeah, that goes along with the I imagine you have many love options. I'm not sure I can outperform them to win your favor. So not feeling good enough. And there's a sense that they would really have to work really hard to get you or keep you. So it's not that this person doesn't love you. In many cases they do. Regardless of what stage you're at, there's affection and romantic feelings from this person to you, okay? For some of you it's actual love, but they just lacked the courage to continue due to their self-esteem issues. And that manifested itself in being afraid that you will leave them in the end, just trying to avoid, so abandonment issues, trying to avoid you leaving them in the end, which they told themselves that you would probably do. Maybe that's happened to them before. So they took a hard line with you, were more stern perhaps than they needed to be, and they're planning a little surprise for you that they say that you're going to love, and it's going to be a secret. I think that this person does like to do things in kind of a subtle or sneaky way, because this is a way that they can protect themselves, right? If they're not too direct, then they can always backpedal if they sense that you're going to reject them, or that, you know, there's an escape clause in everything that they do, basically, to backpedal their way out of anything. So just in case, you know, they're in danger, or sense that they're in danger of being rejected. Okay, let's see what else. I miss your smile. Do you know what an amazing person you are? This person is missing your smile. They want to know if you know what an amazing person you are. We still have so much to learn and experience individually. You're the type of woman who brings out the worst in a man, his conscience. Your hands are magic. I love how it feels when you touch me. I was under a lot of stress that you didn't know about. I want to hear from you. Please call me. You drive me crazy. This is a wild ride, but you are so worth it. So yeah, despite this person's insecurities, you know, they do want to hear from you. They do feel like you are worth it despite the ups and downs and the backs and forth. They do have their self-esteem issues depending on your person, because a lot of different people watch. It'll be worse for some than others. And that will, you know, determine, you know, what happens in the connection, how deep those self-esteem issues run. But for some of you, you know, this person's not going anywhere for that reason. They'll be back, because even if they are insecure, that insecurity is not going to keep them from you, because they feel like there's something magic between the two of you. You've obviously touched this person, some of you, because this person's saying that they love the way that you feel when you touch them. There is this connection, okay? So also, you know, this person does have you on a pedestal. They know that they can't just play with you the way that they played with other people. Maybe they did do that, or they tried to and they got away with it, or they didn't, but it's like they know, like if they did you dirty in any ways, they have a conscience about that. They're maybe not used to having a conscience about what they do to people, but you bring out that conscience in them. They're kind of making an excuse by saying, you know, there was some stress that you didn't know about, but they do want to hear from you. Let's see. I worry this is all in my head. Wow, I didn't even know this was in here twice. I worry this is all in my head. I worry this is all in my head. This person's worried, okay? They want to stress how worried they actually are. Don't give up on us. I'm watching from the outside. This person's really worried, and they have abandonment issues, and they don't want you to give up totally and completely on them. Like, they don't want this ending to be forever, this no contact to be forever. They're keeping an eye on you as well. I hope you can forgive me one day. And I feel you even though we're apart. So that's why it gets in their head. And this is a spiritual connection. This is probably a divine counterpart for some of you. And if you've ever been in one of those, you know that you can feel each other at a distance. We're all connected anyway. But the stronger the connection, the more you can feel each other. And that can be confusing. And you can think, oh, this is just in my head. I'm just fooling myself or whatever. But I feel like more or less this person knows that this connection is real. They also know that they need your forgiveness. A fairy tale romance. So to them, the concept that you guys are so connected, even at a distance, the meeting is like a fairy tale. Mirroring. So a lot of what I'm saying, this is one of those where an abandon at the back of the deck. Person could be feeling abandoned by you, or just, again, that's their abandonment issues and that what they fear happening, and they don't want that to happen. So it's motivated a lot of their actions here. But yeah, a lot of what I've said, this is one of those readings where the people who are watching are like, that sounds like me. That sounds like what I would say. Yeah, this is your divine counterpart. You guys are mirroring one another. You're connected. If this is your reading. So a fairy tale romance in the meeting. So this person feels like meeting you was written in the stars, if this is a fairy tale romance, or that it's too good to be true. But yeah, you guys could both be feeling that way. Again, I want to just stress to you guys that that's not uncommon in these kind of relationships. It says in my description box, most of the people who are attracted to my channel are in spiritual type relationships. And that can be confusing and extra challenging because it's about spiritual lessons. I feel badly for the way that I treated you. You didn't deserve that. Something is still missing for me, and I'm trying to figure out what it is. It's interesting. Wonder what it is, Spirit. What is missing from them? I feel like this is a case of somebody that tries to fill themselves up with material things, pleasure seeking, or just some kind of other excesses. shallow relationships, or just like shallow experiences, or just safe, playing it safe. You know, materialism, did I say that? Just like kiddie stuff, really. There's nothing wrong with having fun and enjoying those things, but when you use it as like filler to fill a hole within you instead of, you know, healing and loving yourself and figuring out why you have these abandonment issues, and getting therapy, or just taking those action steps in the 3D to fix it, or even just in the 4D, you know, wherever you use this person is like trying to fill a void within themselves using the wrong methods. They need to learn about delayed gratification. Some of them suffer from depression as well. But I think a lot of the depression or sadness that comes, you know, to them or from them, it has to do with waiting. Okay, the waiting for this meeting or this fairy tale romance, or to believe in this connection, to have this second chance to hear from you in some cases. Okay. And then we're going to stop with the romantic fairy, and I'm going to take it over to the extended to do the relationship spread, where we're going to look at your guys' thoughts and feelings towards each other, as well as the past, present, future, combined energies, the big message from Spirit, and advice using the manifestation deck and the Moonology deck. So a couple more messages as well. So follow me over there if you feel guided to. It's a deeper dive on this reading. Or you can get a private reading. My contact information is down below for group 2. What would their person say if they had no fear, no filter? We've got reaching out. We've got rekindle. Let go of the past. So expect a call or text from your person of interest. Rekindle, an old flame returns. Let go of the past. Clear energy to allow more love in your life. So there is this needing to let go of the past. Let go of unforgiveness. If this is to have a chance at a future, you know, people need to let go of the past, whether that's another person and or hard feelings. This person does want to hear from you, but eventually they're going to reach out to you because they want to rekindle this connection. Bottom line, they want to have a fresh start with you, a new chance, a second chance. In some cases, a 10th chance, right? They do want another chance with you. They've gotten clarity on the connection, you know, whatever they've done, they feel bad about, they feel sorry for, they judge themselves for it. You bring out the conscience in them. You know, this has been a learning relationship, spiritual relationship. This person felt like it was too good to be true. Maybe you do as well. Maybe you guys, you know, are both mirroring the fact that maybe this doesn't feel like it's real. Like maybe it's all in your head. You might be questioning that, but you both feel that way. So bottom line, this person wants to rekindle with you, group 2. This is what I've got for you. The link for the extended will be down below. Hit the like button, comment, subscribe, sit through an ad if you want to give back. Thanks to those who donate to the channel, my patrons and Instagram followers. I appreciate you guys, and I'll talk to you next time. Hi, group 3. Thanks for tuning into your reading. So go ahead and think about your person. We've got your pre-shuffled Romance Angels card. The topic is no contact messages from your person. We'll start with this. So the dynamic between this connection is love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So what it's telling me is the Spirit wants you to focus on what you learned from this connection, okay? Has this connection made you more independent? Has it taught you to love yourself more, to make yourself more of a priority? Has it taught you strength? Has it made you stronger, made you more patient? Like, fill in the blank. What has it taught you? Because if it has, you know, it's time to let go of the past and what doesn't serve you about this or this connection. But never forget the love that the two of you shared and the lessons that were learned. So the main focus of this card for you guys today is just you can focus on the love. Focus on what you learned. Okay. I am getting from some of you, so I just opened up on weddings too, wedding rings, that some of you are actually married or dealing with a married person. I feel like some of you, okay, very, very odd for you. You are married to this person, or you were, okay? That's not for the majority. For others of you, I feel like you each have your own families. You could have a child together. Some of you have a little girl, and she wears like like a bow in her hair, or a headband that has a bow on it, pink or red. Okay, that's specific. It obviously will not be for everybody, so ignore it if it's not for you, but this is what I'm getting. Let's see what else I'm getting. I get that you are probably like a family-orientated person. Maybe you have a child, maybe you have it with this person, maybe you don't. Again, some of you, I just get this energy of married. So if you're not married to each other, one of you is married to somebody else, or you both are involved in like that kind of a dynamic. Like there's some serious partnerships, like relationships going on here. So let's see what else comes out. I'm going to use the Island Time Wellness, and just because that doesn't resonate doesn't mean it's for you, but it could still resonate. If it doesn't, choose another group. Choose a play, like from the playlist down below, another reading. You know, it's general reading. So for group 3 spirit, what would this person say to group 3? They had no fear and no filter, please. Okay, we got a bunch of cards, but I'm taking Wicked, and this person is very tempted by you. Okay, so the main keyword coming through for you guys off of this card, well, it does say mischievous, naughty, harmful, dangerous, false portrayal, lie, cheat, beware. But I'm really just drawn to like harmful. Like this person feels like this connection could do you guys harm, or it has done harm, right? Hence the reason why Spirit was coming through with the love yourself first, to focus on the love and the lessons, because there has been some harm done, or the potential for harm to be done, especially if there are other people involved. So that's what your person wanting to say. They're wanting to draw your attention to the harm that they think this has or could cause, okay? So let's get the tarot cards and see if they can give us, like if they can shed some more light. We'll start off with the last unicorn tarot. So think about your person, angel spirits and guides, for everyone who is tuned in for this reading. What would their person say to them if they had no fear, no filter? We will get a card to signify your person's energy. Group 3's person. We've got the moon, so you could probably check out group 1. It could be that we've got the 10 of Cups. Your person is settled down with somebody else. If they're being vague towards you or regarding their intentions about you or towards this connection, it is maybe because they are already in a relationship. If not in a relationship, they are content in a family situation, like with their family members. But we've got that. Let's see what else comes out in terms of like what their actions potentially are going to be or have been, will be in this connection with you. I just felt like using a few of my decks because I've got so many of them, so I'm just using a few different ones today. Group 3 actions, their person's actions, please. We've got 5 of Wands. Yeah, there's some sort of outside interference or conflict here. And we'll find out what are the obstacles in this connection. According to your person, the obstacles in their connection with group 3, what are they? Okay, that's good. Yeah, juggling, 2 of Pentacles. And we've got 4 of Cups. So someone's not being receptive to an affectionate offer that's being made. It's like they're comforting themselves with whatever situation that they're presently in. It could be that they're comfortable in a situation due to like financial reasons, with it being Pentacles. But I want to get a clarifying card on that 5 of Wands. Yeah, Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. Some of them could be in a situation where they could have met somebody after you guys broke up. I mean, you guys are in no contact for a reason that suggests a split. And so it's like this person started something new. The ending with you was very painful. And the new beginning that they started, it could have been with an earth sign. They could have strong earth, or you could, but what I'm really getting is like a nurse or purse syndrome. Not that the only reason they're with this person. For the majority of you, I'm not going to lie, this person, for those that resonate with this person being like married or something, in another commitment, they're pretty content. And part of that is for financial reasons, okay? Because to feel emotionally secure, they need to feel materially secure, and they do, okay? So if you resonate with having had a painful ending with this person, then just know that they wanted to move out of this tumultuous, passionate, conflicted energy into a more solid energy, where things would just be simpler and easier for them. They're trying to protect themselves. It's like after a painful ending with you, for those that resonate that it was a painful ending, they needed to heal themselves, return themselves to wholeness, and now they're protecting themselves because they don't want to return to a conflicted situation. There's some sort of rivalry or challenges in this connection, likely related to a third-party situation, whether on both ends or just one of your ends. So if this person's giving you mixed signals or being vague, then these are the reasons why. Unforeseen problems, wanting to make a change, trusting their intuition that they needed something more materially sound or practical, feeling that they have a couple of choices and they need to weigh their options and make a choice, like a sound choice or a decision that would make them feel secure. Okay, so this is what we've got so far. Let's see what else comes out in terms of how they feel about you and like what messages they have for you. What messages does group 3's person have for them if they had no fear, no filter, please? Trust me, we will reconcile. So I was almost going to say that some of you are getting triggered. There's never any reason to get triggered, especially early on in the reason, or early on in the reading, because you don't even know what the rest of the cards are going to say. Number 1 and number 2, it's a general reading. If it doesn't resonate at all, you can choose another group. But your person is saying that, you know, trust them. They say that you will reconcile. We've got this turning over as well. I'm afraid you can't forgive me. So despite whatever conflict and things like that's happened in the connection, this person does still have, you know, warm feelings towards you. This one's trying to turn over. At this time, I'm just going with the flow. So they're just doing what they think that they need to be doing. I think that they're trying to, for some of them, their home life is kind of a mess. But their aim was always to make themselves feel more solid and secure in love, relationship, and in a home environment regarding family and things like that, okay? They want stability. With the juggling energy, it could indicate that they are just juggling, dividing their time between work and home, and like they're just, you know, keeping their options open. They haven't ruled out this connection or reconciliation, but they are sort of busy right now with practical concerns. So let's get some more messages here. If I can find the right deck. I'm totally lost right now and my pet is distracting me. Chill out, cat. All right. Sorry guys, bear with me. Here it is. Also, this person say to group 3 if they had no fear, no filter, please. Different pages. You and this person don't share the same vision. So I feel that is where they feel this connection could be harmful. We've got warning, don't dismiss the red flags here. They've seen some warning signs, some red flags about this connection. Basically, that amounts to you guys being on different pages, them feeling like you don't have the same vision for the future, okay? Or that you didn't, and that was part of the reason for the separation, perhaps. Bottom line, this is how they feel. You guys are on different pages right now. wonder how you guys are in different pages. I feel like you intuitively know how I feel better than I do. Your psychic skills fascinate me. And that's coming out. So that's the moon twice. You could be dealing with a strong water sign or somebody with that in their chart. Since your person's talking about you, maybe you've got strong water. It's Pisces and Cancer energy. But regardless, they're saying that you know them intuitively and your psychic skills fascinate them. And I know that I do have a lot of closeted tarotists and tarot readers, people who don't comment but do watch my videos. I always well, I don't always, but I often will comment on other readers' videos because I'm not shy about that. But some of you are psychics or readers, and this person is aware of that, okay? And it fascinates them. Messages. When we're together, what we have fills me up so much I want for nothing else. You complete me. So it's like when you guys are together, you know, you guys, it is really good. They do feel complete. They do feel elevated and lifted up. But it's like they're just not sure if that's something that they can count on for the long term. I know I should make a move or communicate, but I'm afraid of people's perception, so I'm not going to. Yeah, because they're worried about what other people will say or think, because there is some sort of a third-party situation going on here, regardless if that's other romantic interests, which more than likely it is, or if it's like family members or friends or work interference. We've also got some of your remarks are insensitive, and I don't even think you're aware of it. So maybe the way that you guys communicate is not compatible enough. Okay, I mean, you stepped on this person's toes communication-wise without realizing it, or maybe you did. Maybe you guys have argued and they didn't like it. They felt like the way that you handled it or what you said wasn't sensitive enough. So, but they're saying like they know they should make a move, but they're afraid. And when you guys are together, you guys fill this person up. They do feel connected to you, but there are some issues. So let's get these. And if this is resonating, please hit the like button and subscribe. Comment down below. Let me know if this is your reading. You know, if it does resonate, I'd love to hear how it resonates. If it doesn't resonate, I don't need to hear anything because it's a general reading. If you would like a private reading, that's the best way to go. If you want insight into your specific situation, my contact information is down below. Group 3's person, what else would they say if they had no fear, no filter, please? I can't stop thinking about you. I have so many things on my mind, even though you might be the best to understand, I can't go to you. Yeah, seems like their home life's a mess right now, or just things are a little bit wobbly for them. I am aware that I am ghosting you. I wish I could treat you better, but I am not fully ready. So if they're ghosting you or just simply referring to no contact, they know that they're just not ready. They still think about you, but they also think about a lot of other things too, because they have a lot on their mind that they're dealing with, and they know you would understand. They wish they could talk to you about it, but they can't go to you. They don't feel they can go to you. It's like, especially if you know this person really, really well, you can read them well, you're very in tune with them intuitively. The person says they know that you know them better than they know themselves. You've probably naturally just given them really good advice, like in the past, and given them lots of insights they could use right now, but they can't very well just say, hey, I'm ghosting you, but let me just call you up and ask you for advice real quick on this. Like, they can't do that, right? Your mind is just as sexy as your beauty. I love you. Wow. So for some of you, this person actually does love you. They're saying that, and that your mind is just as sexy as your beauty. So this person is into your looks as well, but that's not the only thing it is, okay? Many of you, they do have strong romantic feelings or love for you. feels safer to live in a daydream. I'm scared of getting hurt. Yeah, they definitely don't want to do themselves harm, do you harm. They especially don't want to do themselves harm, though they're scared of getting hurt. Safer to live in a daydream. With the dreamy moon energy, that makes sense. I compensate for my abandonment issues by doing it first. So if this person abandoned you or ghosted you, like they said, they, you know, they do it first. They feel like if they abandon you, you can't abandon them. I project my insecurities on you because I don't feel good enough. Okay, that's why they're not ready. That's why, because they don't feel good enough. So if you guys are on different pages and you don't know what they mean by that, for some of you, it actually just means that you have good self-esteem and you love yourself. And this is something that you're teaching this person, perhaps inadvertently or by example. Or this might be something that you learned from this connection to love yourself. This person needs to learn that lesson too, it looks like. So the only thing worse than a man you can't control is a man you can. So this person probably plays a little hard to get on purpose just to keep you interested, be mean to keep them keen, that kind of a thing for some of you. I was wearing a mask. Yep, exactly. I was wearing a mask to keep you in my life. I didn't know I was pushing you away. What did I just say? Be mean to keep you keen. I'm not saying this person was straight up mean, but being a little bit cold or distant, resistant to your influence on purpose to try to keep you interested when really they pushed you away by doing that. I'm letting go of the past and I'm ready to act. So maybe for some of you, this person is going to be letting go of the past, taking action towards this connection. It says, go with the flow more. Life's full of surprises. You just never know. So this person wanting you to go with the flow more. Okay. So they want you to leave the possibility open for you guys to reconcile, for there to be some sort of a relationship together or reconciliation in the future, maybe even in the distant future. But for some of you, this person is going through some instability in an otherwise happy household or situation at present. Like they're looking already for an exit point. So others of you, they're not, to be honest, but they also want to leave the option open for this connection, but don't hyper focus on like what you don't want to hear, because that's just not wise. But you can be honest with yourself and knowing that this person wants to let go of the past, especially any difficulty that has, you know, occurred between the two of you, right? That needs to happen anyway, regardless of scenario, in order to have any sort of a future. Or just you don't want to carry unforgiveness into your future. It'll affect it. So let's see what else comes out. Part of self-love is forgiving. And forgiving is no longer blaming. We're all human. Sometimes you forgive and then you circle back around and find yourself not forgiving all over again. So it's like a process. But what else would this person say? The distance between us is killing me. I dream of being reckless. I don't want anyone to get hurt. I've made my bed, now I have to lie in it. Yeah, so after your painful breakup, this person thought they could find security elsewhere. Maybe married somebody else. And now they really miss you, and they know that to have a reconciliation and make a move towards you, they'd have to be reckless, but they don't want to hurt themselves. They don't want to get hurt, and they don't want to hurt anybody else. So they're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place there. I look for you everywhere. I hope that you can forgive me one day. So just hoping to like run into you. But they also, you know, hope that you will forgive them. Forgive them for ghosting you. Forgive them for thinking that the grass was greener, or, you know, whatever it is. They hope that you can forgive them, and they look for you everywhere. Too many. We got comfort zone. See, what was I saying? Money, stability, material comfort, taking care of me. What did I fucking say? I'm sorry, I'm gonna swear because and it cracks me up because I get the smart ass comment every so often where people are like, oh, that's just, you did that somehow. Yes, I'm a magician. I am, but come on, you saw it with your own eyes come out of the deck. Like, really? Give me a break. So at the beginning, I said purse or nurse syndrome, didn't I? Yeah, with that page of pentacles. That's basically somebody that's attracted to somebody else because of that person's material ability to provide for them materially, and or their ability to take care of them in some way that they need. Purse or nurse syndrome. Comfort zone, taking care of me. This person takes care of them, and we've got uncertain manifestation at the back of the deck. They're not sure about if they've taken the right path, right? So for those that resonate with the third party, whoever that is, whether it's family or another person, that person takes care of them, or that situation takes care of them, and it's an excuse. I am very busy. It's an excuse. This person juggling work and home because they're uncertain about what they want. Them being involved in another situation, you know, where they feel like somebody is making them feel more secure, taking care of them. All of that is an excuse. Because they don't know what they want. They're not convinced, they're wishy-washy, they're something, but that's what's coming through. So let's get the romantic fairies, and then we'll take it over to the extended, where we'll do a full-on relationship spread, looking at you guys' thoughts and feelings towards this connection, the future of the connection, and the outcome, which is the big message from Spirit. Spirit wants you to know about the connection, like where is this going? If I remember, I'll get more messages, but I'll definitely get you advice and use the manifestation deck on what advice Spirit has to manifest what you want with this person, whatever that is, okay? So, group 3. What would this person say if they had no fear and no filter? Twin flame union, heart, body, mind, and soul. So I'm really drawn to the heart, body, mind, and soul because there's already a reference. This person thinks that you're sexy and attractive. They also like the spiritual connection and the psychic connection the two of you share, and the way you read them and how you make them feel, like the emotional connection as well as the physical. Maybe some of them actually do know the term twin flame or the phrase twin flame union, and they could think that you are their twin flame. We've got manifesting the one. Very soon your true love will arrive. So they're saying that, you know, trust me, we will reconcile, and that they're manifesting. So they do know, like, they want you back in their life, but they're not sure how that's going to play out. So like, if you asked this person, if you pin them down and asked them, what are your plans for the future? Like, where do you see this relationship going? They really wouldn't know. Like, they're not being dishonest or vague on purpose. They really just don't freaking know. This might be the type of person in any given scenario, whether we're talking about their romantic life or their professional life or any other kind of area, that just doesn't have a 5 or 10 year plan, or even a 1 year plan or a 6-month plan, right? This person likes to go with the flow. But what they do know is that they want to see you again. You are worthy. Your worth doesn't depend on the other person. I think this person is really attracted to the fact that you have started putting yourself first, or maybe you always did. And you love yourself first, and your worth is not dependent on another person. And maybe you've just taken lessons that you've learned from this and forgotten, like, just, you know, went along your merry way, and you're doing you. And or this is what you need to do. Let the past go. But I think this is your person. Many of you are, you do know your worth. And your person needs to know their worth. So we'll find out if they're going to learn that worth. Find out what they're going to do. The link for the extended will be down below. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I hope this was helpful. Hit the like button, subscribe, comment. Thanks to my patrons. Discounted extended readings over on Patreon. Thanks to my Instagram followers. Contact information down below. Remember, it's a general reading. Take what resonates, forget what doesn't. I'll talk to you guys next time.